It's all about humanity. About humanity.
Hello and welcome to Players Might League. We're here to watch Qin-Kais versus the Weiner Brigade. Just have a quick look in the league stands before we go into the pick and bans. We see Qin-Kais. They win this game. Nice juicy 2-0. They will take the first place in the league before this mid-season coming up, this mid-season tournament, and remain undefeated. But if the Weiner Brigade can pull off a big upset, they will make Spaced Out basically be first. Nothing really for the Weiner Brigade to earn here. They can't get fourth place. They can't drop down either to sixth place. So that remains the same. That is Cat Monster. Yeah, basically. If they, I believe if they, I don't know. Maybe if they 2-1, I think Spaced Out go first, but I don't know. I disagree.
They definitely don't have a favourite going into this.
It'll be an interesting game. If we go into the pick and bans, we've got a Yamocha, we've got a Qin-Wei, we've got a Kali, we've got a Cleaner, we've got a Nemesis, and we've got a is everything good? We've got a Tiamat. And also I'm joined by Pet Monster and Snowy, aka Slaking.
Hello.
Hi.
Look at that, we see the Ravana. Morton's brother taking away the Ravana from Morton.
Can't believe he'd do this. Morton taking away Ravana from Morton. Who'd have thought it?
So rude.
Wait, did you just do that? No, I don't know, bro.
I don't know about the Nemesis ban. That might be like a personal ban.
Maybe.
I assume their thought process would be, obviously, Chin's. Everyone is terrified of Chin size right now. And, you know, Nemesis can apply Chin size relatively well when the auto attack items are strong. I wouldn't really say many of the auto attack items are strong for junglers right now, apart from Chin size. Nemesis before this patch was mainly opting to go with sort of hybrid, you know, auto attack cancel builds. But I think it definitely could work, and we see Nike hovered. Again, a good gun into ADC is probably the best role in the game. I think Nike can get a lot of value, and Fafnir just really amplifies the damage output that your ADCs can do, and helps around those objectives, which are really hard to kill now after the buffs.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they go double Hunter here with the Fafnir. Maybe a Chernobog mid.
Could also look for the likes of AMC mid, perhaps, as well. Maybe not now the Fenrir has been locked. Not really the best Fenrir game at the minute, given what they've locked on the side of Qin-Kais. It's an interesting Fenrir pick. Might just be
solo Ravana?
I'd assume not. Maybe it's a Fenrir support, but again, I'm just not really understanding it. I think Fenrir support is
It's a Geb.
sort of.
I don't know where else the Geb would go if not support.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, must be a Raven solo then. Interesting.
I think with all the three characters that they picked so far, the Chernobog can dash away from the Brutalize. The Fafnir and Nike both have leaps as well.
Them have
so,
CC immune ults as well.
Yeah.
It just seems like such a weird, maybe a comfort pick for their jungler, but I just feel like it won't be very effective this game. I assume the app for playing Raven as well must run in the blood of the Morton family. If it's a Raven solo, you know, Morton 22, one of his best picks this season has been the Raven. So it'd be interesting how Morton 96 does on this one.
I'm not sure what roles everybody's playing. I believe Big Joe will be playing the jungle. I believe like a
I've
source will
heard
be
that
playing
he's a
the
solo
ADC.
laner.
I wonder where that puts Villager then. They have a very weird team because I've seen Finny play support, I've seen him play mid, and
Yeah,
But they have
since the
Skull, who's also played ADC and mid, and you have Lagasos, who's played support, jungle, and carry. So it's like,
since the great Weiner Brigade incident of April, their team's been really flexible in where they've played, which can have its benefits when you need certain players on certain gods who can really facilitate like certain roles for a team and just utilize comfort picks. But I think having that consistent practice in specific roles would be really beneficial. I don't think Weiner Brigade have had that. It's sort of out of their control, which is unfortunate. But I think they've really shown glimpses this season of like good play throughout the game. So hopefully
Yeah.
they can bring that to the game tonight.
yeah, they're gonna have to pull off a huge upset against Qin-Kais, who hasn't lost a set. They've dropped one game maybe to Spaced Out, I believe.
They dropped the game
they
against
dropped the game
us as well.
to you as well.
Yeah.
And I believe that's it so far. I don't remember how the JBD game went. I'm gonna assume there was a 2-0.
It was a 2-1. It was a 2-1. That was
Wow.
the infamous Nopex DA Wheelish.
Oh, that's definitely the game they lost. Right.
Yeah, that was the game we lost. The game they won, I think Nacho had probably the performance of the season on the Churnanos.
Oh, a Chang'e.
Interesting.
I don't like that pick into their team comp.
I mean, she gets the tankiness that this update brings and sustain, it's over long duration fights, right? And so it might work out.
I don't really mind it, personally. Geb can't really do much to Chang'e to like really stop her from just going up and clearing. Like, if you're a mid laner and you see Geb, it's like probably the least threatening support. What could just like be there standing at you. Alplash.
I would love to see it. That'd be
I
his
would
first
love
game.
to see it. I think Alplash has become a lot better this patch. Oh, never mind.
Cowards.
Boring.
We'll have to wait for the lineup.
Boring. Yeah, I honestly think Alplash has got a lot better this patch.
Yeah,
He's
Alplash
really
is-
good at applying Soul Reaver. He's allowed to
Yeah.
live for the first 20 minutes of the game now with the HP increases. I think Foth actually has got quite a bit worse. Not as good as at applying Reaver, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I think the nerfs he's taken as well have definitely hurt him.
I think late game he still will be a little bit of a menace, firing
He's-
all his abilities over the walls.
Yeah.
He's
Especially
very
against this
hard to deal with,
Chang'e.
yeah.
He's going to be able to poke out this Chang'e so well.
Yeah, Chang'e into Foth is one of the worst mid lane matchups you could even think of. Like, Chang'e has to go so close to wave just to even clear, and Foth can just free cast.
Yeah,
It's a rough one. I think the only worst matchup I can think of off the top of my head against Foth is like Hebo, honestly.
Yeah, we've seen Sersko play the Foth pretty well in the past few sets. It'd be interesting to see if he can keep that in the 9.5 patch. It looks like we will be. I still don't know. I'm gonna guess that it must be a Raven solo. It has to be. But then it just doesn't make sense.
I'm guessing
for us.
Fenris solo. Ravana jungle, maybe.
I feel like Fen will get absolutely obliterated in the solo right now. He doesn't like no wave glare. His brutalize does not a lot of damage, and
Yeah,
what
I
else are you
think
gonna
with the
use?
buffs to
Leap?
minions, he's going to have a really rough time. I think Alfie is just really just going to be able to free farm.
I like the Nike pick on Alfie. It's very interesting. I haven't seen Nike play in this patch yet, and she's one of my favorite solo gods. So it'd be interesting to see if she can keep up in this patch.
Honestly, I'm just glad we're not seeing Alfie on Yom again, because I feel like this
we
guy
won't be seeing
is
that.
just
Thank
way
God.
too talented to just play one god every single week. I really want to see what he's capable of. I think into this matchup, he can definitely do a lot of work on Nike. I think Nike is going to become such a good pick. While Warriors, I think, have fallen off massively as a role. I think the Warriors what can deal with ADCs
The
most.
health she's going to
Okay.
get from her ultimate is going to be insane.
It's going to be disgusting. I didn't even think about that, honestly, Printers.
It's not an extra health bar anymore. It's an extra health bar and a half now, basically. It's going to be absolutely disgusting, and I love it.
That is filthy.
As
yeah.
a Nike enjoyer, that's great.
Yeah, I think this Thoth is really going to struggle late game with the Knight being able to stick with him, leap onto him, got the ultimate slow. She's going to need some heavy peel from that Geb to kind of keep him alive through the dive, and that's not even including the Mercury ult from downtown. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so we're seeing the debut of Big Joe in the Glass Smart League. So that should be
Big
interesting to see.
What a powerful name.
Let's see if how. This is. It'll be interesting to see if Big Joe can make a huge statement against the #1 solo lane in the league right now, Alfie 0-1. So that'll be interesting to see for sure. If he's able to do some good work, I'll definitely put him up there, make Weiner Brigade maybe more of a threat coming into this mid-season tournament.
Not to sidetrack here, but I believe if someone's got a space in the name, that means they're console, right?
Yeah, that means that
Yeah.
it counts on console at least. I know Salesgo and Lagasaurus are on console. I think even Finny.
I wonder if they do just play on keyboard and mouse though.
Lag definitely plays on keyboard and mouse. As long as he's charged his keyboard, which he was horrendously bad at. I must add. He does not keep track of that, but lag definitely has his hot and cold moments. I think lag at his peak can contend massively against many members of the league. It's just finding that consistency and hitting that stride across the season, I think, for lag. But he's definitely got potential.
See a pause come out early, or we're getting a nice cheeky freeze.
Spectator moment.
In fact, is my game just crashed? Find out next. Why can't I go? There we go. Yeah, well, good. We're just now waiting. Pickle
I think that
is
looks
Morton.
like a pause.
Yeah, it's definitely a pause. That would be running the spot if it's the thing we don't talk about ever again. That cursed the entire prospect part of the season. That was not fun to deal with. No, just wait for the pause. Finny DMD has disconnected. So that'll be the reason why. We'll see.
I'd like to see a frenzy from Red, Purple, Blue here. With the steroid from the 2 on Mercury and Chernobog, we could maybe see an early Gold Fury. Potentially, if they do end up tanking it correctly. They definitely have the shred from the auto attack jungler there.
The only thing I worry about really for these objective fights is the secure end from the majors. Thoth up there, like top 5 secures in the game for the mid lane. Chonga, on the other hand, she's gonna have a rough time of it during the early game compared to Thoth.
100%. They'd have to have a lot of wardage around mid lane to see if he's rotating over and try and burn it before they can really get there.
Yeah,
but yeah, from my personal games, I think the earliest Gold Fury I've seen so far is like 12 minutes. Somewhere
the
around
earliest
there.
I've seen is 11 minutes. I think it's because there was a slight turbo in. It was rough.
Yeah. Were you playing Rat by any chance?
I was not playing Rat, Oscar. Thank you very much. I was playing Pele, another one of my infamous terrible gods.
Pele is actually kind of insane in this pack.
Shame I have not played her until today.
Kind of insane. Did not get raw dogged by Pele, I swear to God. Did not happen.
Okay. I think I might just drop them a message, make sure everything's okay.
That would be my job, but I'll happily let you do that because
you've had such a hard time lately with all this uni work, you know.
Dealing with fucking Stupid teams dropping people.
Not mine.
No, not yours. No. Never.
Even they all love me so much, especially Marsh.
Oh, I love your team so much because I see a message from you. I'm like, oh fuck yes.
Yeah, never moaning. I never moan at you,
No, nobody does.
of course. Especially no one in upper division as well.
I don't get many messages from them anymore after the great
After the
few
great
incidents.
fucking sorry, did an oopsie. But yeah, the great purge.
The great many purges.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Elwab was the one to recover from that, and I don't know how because they had the most. They literally have like the worst lower division player in their team right now because their captain troll picked, and then left the server, and somehow they were surviving. And then we had the classic cat situation. We had the I don't remember the other team to be honest. I don't remember what they were called.
Sorry, apologies, I'm back. My my brother has his last day of school. Just came in pissed, and he's now got to play a basketball game.
Interesting.
So yeah,
He just done his... Wait, is he finished? No way. He's like finished his GCSEs or A levels.
no, A levels. Yeah, he's 18.
Bruh, A levels have finished already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, some of them take longer than others.
I gotta say, someone I was speaking to said theirs ends on like the 15th of June.
Yeah, so some of them end a bit later.
You reckon we're gonna start?
Or you could just be in my year and just not have them. It was just easy living.
Oh my days! Can they hurry up, please? What's going on, mate?
The perks of being a young child.
It's classic Weiner Brigade.
Yeah, true. This is worse than the infamous pauses of the Russian team.
You were the one.
It was me. It was
It
me.
was you. You were the most active player.
I was their best sub, their super sub, danger pick.
You actually played every game for them, didn't you? Did you not?
Yeah, and I played all of my spicy picks, which I'll never be allowed to play on my team. They're back. We have life.
We are playing
They
Smite.
are moving.
Activity, Smite game. We are live.
We are playing Smite game. Let's go. I'm intrigued to see how they build, how everyone builds.
I'm intrigued to see if there's any different starts actually that the boys have been practicing. Every single one of my casuals or ranked games have still done the classic yellow to red to mid for the jungle mid, and the same green to purple for the support ADC.
What's interesting to me is that Big Joe's opted for the Eye of Jungle.
Oh, in the solo lane. Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Interesting. I've seen bumpers. Bumpers can definitely work in the solo lane, especially once you get upgraded. It's insane on some of the gods that are working in solo right now. But Eye of Jungle is very interesting. I haven't seen that.
My experience of playing solo this patch is that I don't really particularly understand it. I don't feel like I've struggled anymore with the solo side camps.
Yeah, the first one's really easy.
I didn't even feel like the second one felt that bad, honestly.
Yeah, it's like 100 or so more health. Nothing too much, honestly.
I think the main one to fear is definitely the red buff.
Yeah, that one's a killer.
That one has claimed so many lives in my games already. It's quite scary to see.
100%. They've opted Qin-Kais here. They've gone from red buff to green and then XPs. I believe they're a couple of minions off of level 2 here. A bit later the mid lane, but slight little XP lead there.
Yeah, just get some camps. Get some camps on cooldown. Sorry, I think if they're looking to push a lead, like desyncing the timers against the opposite camp, it's good for getting those invades and not being punished on return. So I think Qin-Kais are definitely looking to try and snowball this game, push their leads, and constantly invade their jungle, while their own farm is kept safe from return invades.
Speaking of push leads, they have just taken the left side Harpy and the Oracles, which should help both duo and the mid jungle as well. XP Harpy's not quite up yet though. They do take quite a while to spawn in the
It's
new
about
update.
a minute and 36, weirdly. It's a weird number, but that seems like the time they're spawning every time I've either got there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but yeah, it's a weird time. Geb going in on Layla there, nothing to come of it.
I nearly pulled my
He's pretty
toe
low
off.
over here. But he is Nike.
Yeah, I think he's just run out of health pots as well. This is
Yeah.
going to be a little bit rough for him. Bluestone not really giving him much sustain.
I think Big Joe, Morton 96 as well, with the minion changes, he's just able to brawl into this Nike, and whilst the waves like just slamming on it, it doesn't really seem to do much. Battle of Mortons happening on the blue buff. Oh, a little laugh spam. Probably love Morton 22 securing that blue buff there. Good job by Morton.
Matt Blue Buff.
Here we go.
Matt Blue Buff.
Matt blue buff.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Did I?
Yeah, you kind of weird.
My bad, whoopsie. Slip of the tongue. Purple secured here by the side of Qin-Kais. Nothing much happening in duo lane as of yet.
Very interesting matchups as well. Big Joe has no mana, and no blue buff, so definitely will have to back soon.
Yeah, with that build, he's going to have a really rough time of it in lane for the next few minutes. Probably ought to look to get totem pressure. Yeah, Vinny rotating over to secure that totem.
A lot of pressure in the dual lane as well for the side of Qin-Kais.
Villager low here, has to just be careful. Be interested to see if red purple goes on. No, just backs up. Morton with a 2-level lead over Vinny. He's really got the farming this patch nailed to a T already, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, with Mercury and, well, any jungler really, what you want to be doing this patch is not really ganking much in the early because everyone's so tanky. Especially if they have a support next to them, they're basically unkillable. So you might as well just farm up and try to hyper farm your way up to level 20.
I think, honestly, luckily for Morton, I think his meta's come around. He really loves these hypercarry style gods, sorry. Yeah. And I think this meta just really facilitates it with the itemization and just the way jungle's working right now. I think a lot of the early game. Oh, Mercury ult!
Boss is the beads out there. I believe nothing's gonna come of it there.
Interesting ultimate by Layla.
Might have gone back to no, didn't even go back to base.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that Vinny wasn't able to do anything there since he just backed as Mercury ulted. So they're not really going to lose too much out of it, and he's just going to go back to farming. That Golden Blade really going to help him there.
Be really interesting to see as well whether this Fenrir can just keep that brutalize on Mercury if he ults away. It's always a fun little thing to see.
Wait, is that doable?
Yeah, that happens. I'm pretty sure.
I did not know that.
Because it counts as a dash. Pretty sure that's how it works. Twitch chat, back me up.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. A little scuffle in duo lane, yeah.
Layla a little bit low. Out, actually. Nice job by Lag there. Him too. Over a wall. Alfie with a level lead. Just trying to poke out Big Joe. Big Joe going into Soliet though is gonna be very healthy most of the time in the lane. Yeah. He's gonna be able to keep living. Weird choice for Raven, but I think in solo lane it works. Layla with an interesting crystallized curse there.
It happens, I guess. a little bit aiming a bit too far.
Wow, Pickle's a menace with
Oh,
these
good,
stills.
good secure there by Morton. Morton at 22. Really good job. It's been good with these invades with the
Yeah, they're just not recognizing that he's, there at Mercury, so maybe stop him?
Yeah, just a lack of vision, really. I think you really need to get vision up for Mercury around these sort of choke points. You know, when he's charging his ult up, etc. I think Mercury can just dash down your lane and just kill you like instantly once he gets online.
Yeah, I think once he gets this crit online, it's going to be more than just a
Oh,
camp
speaking
invade.
of, nothing really from it there. Big Joe just laughing him out.
We're so awesome! I love what you do!
Let's have a look whether any interesting builds from either team. Alfie going into the Sovereignty, which I think will be standard for most warriors who are lacking sustain. I think it's just probably the tankiest and best like physical defense item in the game right now. Early game, it just allows you to keep healthy in the solo lane.
Yeah, definitely helps that the Fenrir is obviously physical as well. If he gets ganked, he's got a nice bit of protections there for that.
Yeah, honestly, I think now that Nike has this online, I think they're gonna really struggle killing Nike. I think Nike's one of them characters again where you don't really have to build much power on Nike. Like her existence sort of just disrupts what a backline can do, and it just allows your jungler, which is a Mercury in this case, who can just output so much damage. Oh,
See
we got
another pause coming out.
pause
Yeah,
Vinny again.
I think going back to Nike, I think her flat damage combined with the Bluestone pendant is plenty of damage early game. I think her base stats are quite high.
Yeah, I
Apparently
mean,
Finny DM'd the blue screens. Should be fun.
fun. Yeah, Nike always used to go into this mystical male build. She's able to stick to people so well with her ultimate and the barricade. She just like keeps applying that mystical mail. Mystical mail might be the worst physical defense item in the game right now. Can't really apply that too well. It's just been nerfed into the ground. But I
Yeah,
think
unfortunately, sorry.
this build path I think is also good for Nike. I believe. Anyway,
100%. I was just gonna say mystical mail I think has become more of a situational item. So being like a Morrigan player myself, I feel like against invis characters it's really powerful. They just cannot escape you.
for solo laners, yeah, I think Bluestone again has that same effect though, just constantly applying that tick. Um, I just think there's other alternatives which you really just want to go instead of Mystical Mail. I think it's
Yeah,
really not worth the money.
that's a good point actually. Just notice the Mercury has a 2-level lead 8 minutes into the game. That is not what you like to see if you are Weiner Brigade. That is going to be a very scary team fight when it comes to it.
I think Qin-Kais as a team have really displayed like over this season how good their macro game is. Like they are so good at farming and just gathering leads, like just by their invading, their farming, like that they like just how they keep track of timers, etc. Like they've got a 2k gold lead just from farming.
Yeah, these neutral camps have been going the way of Qin-Kais completely uncontested just because of their rotations. I definitely agree that their macro games are on point there.
I think it's just a case of drafts as well. I mean, Faf, Chunga, like with your mid picks, Mercury, Fenrir, and Geb and Fafnir. I think Chunga and Fafnir are way better brawly than their respective roles. Fenrir and Merc, I think it'd go away with Fenrir, but Fenrir is just not farming effectively enough. Morton's going to be able to output so much more damage just by the XP lead that he has.
Yeah, I think they must have had a chat before the game and said, hey, look, this mid fight is going to be really rough if we decide to take it. Let's just try and outfarm them. and it's really worked out for them. This Mercury is getting to late game. They have the Chernobog, Fafnir. It's going to be really good for them, especially with the Thoth range against the Chang'e. That wouldn't be an ideal fight to take.
Honestly, come late game as well, I think I'd favor Qin-Kais. I think Nike scales a
100%.
lot better than Raven. Mercury scales way better than Fenrir. Thoth is always going to be a danger mid to late game, but it's all about how well you punish a Thoth, how well you communicate around the Thoth, which I think Qin-Kais as a team, they've gelled so well that they're really able to do that.
Yeah.
I think Fafnir, Geb, I mean, they have different purposes entirely. I think Chernobog scales way better late game than Hatchman.
Yeah, and that global rotation is going to be so good for split pushing. They're going to have to send someone to that lane to deal with it. Oh, and we are back into the game. They haven't paused.
Stuff. I think the thing Lag really needs to look for when Chernobog rotates is how effectively he can punish him. What farm he can strip away from the left side of the map. He knows that left side's not going to be contested.
Speaking of farm, they have just invaded the purple. I think they were looking for the red buff invade, but it is down on cooldown at the minute.
They really need to communicate, like, zoning this Mercury away from the camp. I mean, Geb should just do all he can to make sure Hatchman's able to finish getting the buff. But, I don't know. I think it's poor zoning from the side of Weiner Brigade.
I think they're playing very reactional Smite right now. And it's definitely going to show with this 2k lead. It's going to start pushing a bit further, I think.
Yeah, not punishing Morton from just walking around and fading things. No punishment.
Which they should really be doing since, he's only got his Golden Blade online. Morton's a 3-level lead now. This just can't happen when you're playing Fenrir, an early game god, an early pressure god. Mercury, I don't get why Fenrir just isn't fighting the Mercury or trying to contest anything, really.
I haven't seen Finny on the map at all.
No, it's, I just feel like he's scared of the Mercury and there's completely no reason to be, honestly.
It's definitely a pick you've got to be aggressive with, especially early to mid game. Take advantage of that and kind of deny Mercury from doing what he's doing right now. I've just noticed Casino Skulls opted to go for the tier 2 Warlock staff on the Thoth.
He got it? Oh man, we're Purple Blue taking the red buff from Weiner Brigade there. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a rough one. What are your opinions on the Warlock staff right now, actually, Snowy? I've heard very mixed things.
I think it's a great item on gods with immobility, so combined with like something like a breastplate, ethereal staff, going for like that bruisery, survivability build. But I don't think Thoth is someone who needs Warlock stuff. I think his damage alone is something that can zone people away.
For sure,
we are getting into a fight here.
Layla is low here. Layla goes down. Vinny getting the first blood, and this is exactly what we've been asking of him all game. Stunned out. Should just look to secure their purple here.
Yeah.
I don't know why they dropped it. Please.
This is so intense.
Oh no! Red, purple, blue got the purple.
Oh my word.
Oh no. They just need to communicate they're secure. They're burst on the camp. They can't be allowing a Fafnir damage over time jump to just secure.
No.
And I'm sure he's not even leveling the leap. It's...
You can check.
We can check, but I hope he's leveling that hammer. He's leveling the brutal. Thank God.
The hammer.
I'm sure the tick damage will be doing something about 30 a tick. It's just not... you can't be doing that at this level of play.
Yeah, if I'm Lagger right now, I'm getting really frustrated. That's, 3 purples now been invaded. It's starting to show a little bit. Got a level lead on Layla here, despite having been first blooded as well.
I think this links back to what we were saying earlier as well. I think Qin-Kais' farming game is just unrivaled, really.
It is scary how efficient they are.
I think that comes from Morton just being a great leader, a great shot caller. Every time I've played with Morton, he's so loud, and he will definitely be calling these things.
Thoth dashing in there to try and secure the red buff.
Mercury and Fenrir rotating over to it, sorry. Luxia poked out here. Layla about a third of her health missing as well. Or his, maybe, you know.
Layla might get caught out of position here. Geb's ulting onto him.
He's all alone though, can't really do much. Would be nice to see if Light could have chased that down with the
You see Alfie rotating in as well from the solo lane.
Xenoskull low here. Alfie going in. Xenoskull goes down. Good rotation there by Alfie. Doesn't like much else will come from it. Villager trapped there. Looks like he's gonna go down as well. Morton, interesting ultimate, but they still managed to pick up the village, pick out the villager there. Really good. Now looking for his Gold Fury. Be interesting to see how they utilize Fafnir and they're just DPS comp.
100%. I think Alfie's tankiness here, they'll be able to get this. 2 men down, the Thoth secure is not a threat for them. Yeah.
Interesting pickup here by Alfie as well. Gone for the Brawler's Beat Stick. Honestly, I don't even know the reasoning. Maybe just like a matchup thing into the Raven, who's gone the Soul Eater. Might just be looking to win that 1v1. Fenrir's also opted for the Jotun's Vigor. Thank you, printers. Unsure why he's upgraded it this early. He's already behind. He's just delaying his future spikes.
Yeah.
Fenrir doesn't really make that good use of it. I just don't understand. I think we saw the same from Ash earlier this year.
Yeah.
When you're behind, you don't want to be spending 600 gold on just a passive when it's not even that effective on your god. I think this has just slowed Vinny down even more.
Especially at this stage of the game where you want to be getting your power spikes, and instead of getting a power spike, you're 600 gold down on your next item. What's the point? You may as well have just let
down as well.
May as well have just let a few waves go into your tower at that point.
100%. I mean, Pickle's gonna not rotate, sorry. He's gonna get that Deathbringer versus, you know, an upgraded passive. I think. Oh.
Okay.
Weiner Brigade. Good job.
Okay. Did force the Gebel for the secure there though, which is going to be good for this team fight.
Very concerned of why Finny ran away there.
Oh, Mercury ult. Morton, good Mercury ult there. Luxia gets the kill. Big Joe getting thrown by Mercury. Is half health. Might go down here. Good Ramen ult to escape. Looks like Luxia pick up a kill. Yeah, good
Might
job by
just fall down eventually there.
Ooh, stun on Xenoskull there. Is Big Joe going to go in? Oh, that's Pickle, sorry. I'm getting my Mortons mixed up. Good pick up there by... Oh, good pick there.
Good
sorry,
pickle.
by... good Pickle. Good pick there by Pickle.
Who's my good
Oh, he
pickle?
goes in!
Honestly, tongue
Forces the beads.
Pickle gonna go in here. Good Mercury throw again. Layla getting the kill. This game is looking like it's gonna slip away from Weiner Brigade now. 6k gold lead on the side of Qin-Kais. Not particularly much they can do. Mercury 4 levels ahead now. It's just full rage stacks as well. You just can't be allowing this.
They got the first blood, they got the Pyromancer, and it's still not enough. They've just slipped away too early with the farm, and it's just too inefficient.
And Vinny goes in as well and dies there. Once this Mercury backs, he's getting that Deathbringer. He is one-shotting these backliners. And I'm not too sure. Geb doesn't have any cooldown. There's not much peel that's going to be coming out of him as well.
I'm honestly unsure as to why Geb has opted for the Emperors instead of the Sov. I mean, Emperors I believe is a good item now, but I think when the Nike and Mercury is this fed, I think any protections your carry can get are a great benefit.
Yeah, I think the thinking behind there is they're diving to 2, you know, hopefully we can get a bit of damage from the towers instead of our teammates.
I understand it later in the game, but I think this early, sieging isn't as big as a factor if you're gonna pick it up second item. I just think it's a bit rude.
Someone died, not sure who. Gold lead right now, 7,000
Wow.
nearly. That's a lot of gold. That's like 2 death premiums, at least. That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, if only Mercury could have 2.
I don't even say that. Don't even speak that into
Okay,
existence.
the Hachiman beads are down here. Interesting to see if he's gonna kind of YOLO this one.
Doesn't see Pickle, I don't think. He's out of the distance. I'm not sure. Maybe he does.
Yeah,
He's
I'd like to
positioning
see him go in here. This is
Yeah, he's got a straight line to it. And he's just gonna die. That's yikes.
and forces out the H tower.
Ooh, good. Good one by good watch your step by Pickle there.
Yeah, that was definitely communicated. The beats timer's there, and he looked for the gank on, got on him, managed to secure it. This is probably going to lead to an Onifuri here, which will probably set them up nicely for the Fire Giant. So get rolling in, trying to do something. Forced to use the ultimate there. Might get caught out here though.
Just too much.
Yeah.
Level deficit and grouping up.
There's so much damage coming out of this team.
We're probably gonna see Mercury Pickle go right up those damage shots soon.
Yeah.
Only if you're gonna get burst right down.
Wow.
And
That was like a red buff.
Yeah, Qin-Kais gets that Oni Fury. And with Alfie rotating now, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on this Fire Giant, a lot of pressure on these T2s.
Yeah, I would like to see them use the 2 siege machines in left and right as well to push with these Onis, make it a little bit harder for them to defend it, whilst they're going for that Fire Giant.
Yeah, that would be nice to see those in play. Maybe Morton will go for it. No, even not.
No.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, he's gone back. Yes.
Oh. He's gonna. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Now for the other one. It's
He
just
might ult to it.
basically another. No, he doesn't want it. It's just basically another Oni Fury wave, honestly.
Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't manage to get much out of the Oni Fury. They just kind of backed, did a few camps. Wow. Vinny almost falling down to Lux here. Did use the ultimate.
Big Joe trying to do God's work, but
the Oni Fury waves do slow down the farming for Weiner Brigades. They have to spend more time clearing waves, plus they can't do as much time clearing the jungle camps and whatnot. And rotate.
Big Joe might look for a steal, but you can't even see Morton coming in behind him.
Big Joe ulting out here. And Pyro falls to Qin-Kais. You can see Fire Giant being pulled, Alfie and Pickle just trying to zone here. I don't think there's going to be much contention here. Yeah, I think this just falls to Qin-Kais.
Very easily, Francie coming out. Yeah, she's going to be an easy Fire Giant for Qin-Kais.
That's all she wrote.
Big Joe wants to defend us, but he's going to be able to, really.
Big Joe, he doesn't have his ultimate here. Might get caught out. Alfie rotating him from behind. Yep.
Good Geb shield earlier by Villager, but definitely wasn't enough.
Geb's done out. Geb low. Geb gonna go down to Luxia there. Yeah, I just think this game, there's not much Weiner Brigade can do at this point.
Wow.
We still have like a solid split pushing on the left, and T1's still up.
They have looked so clean in this game. All the farming leading up to these like team fights, level lead here and there. Really using the farm that they did early game to get these objectives.
I think on the contrary, I think Weiner Brigade just really need to start communicating the secures, their zoning against invades, I think
100%.
a bunch of sloppy mistakes have just made their lead just even greater. Like,
Yeah, I feel like in a sense they have slightly gifted them this lead. Vinny does use the leap and ult to get away. Will he get away? Yes, he will.
See if they can
He will be out of the
siege.
fight for a little bit whilst he's going for the... Okay, I thought they were going to go for the mid Phoenix. Just opting to go for a bit of farm, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they could spend their gold. They probably have a lot of gold in hand. Definitely Fafnir does. But people
Wow,
probably get an item
yeah.
in as well. You get his Qin-Kais, Qin-Kais even. And go-
Yeah, that'll be the Sentinel's Embrace upgrade as well for the Fafnir.
Or maybe even
making-
the Sea of Jungle as well. Pickle loves the Sea of the Jungle.
Ooh. Frenzy popped for the tier 2. I think that was a little bit overkill, but I'm sure they'll have it back on cooldown by the next fight. Interesting to see. 120-second, yeah, 120-second cooldown. That's good to know.
Maybe they can collapse on Alfie here, maybe force an ultimate or something, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think they're too busy defending the waves, getting a bit of farm. He's just gonna walk out for free. He has gone for a crusher, so building kind of very greedy here. I don't think he'll be punished for it though, unless this game goes.
Preferred a Heartseeker. I feel like Heartseekers and solos could be pretty huge right now.
Yeah, I think crusher, this effectiveness 5th item, you're not getting that much out of it.
Yeah.
All the base protections going up by that point, you know, the tick damage, it's not really going to do that much. Yeah, I think Heartseeker would have definitely been better than.
Especially on the Nike, she procs it pretty well.
Yeah.
See, maybe like a Source Rex is gonna get collapsed on here. He's gonna have to use the ultimate to get out. That was quite casual.
Yeah. I think they're very scared of Kins right now and how like their team fighting plays have gone.
This is well, you need to not have that mentality going against Kins. You have to bring back the aggression that they bring, otherwise you're just gonna lose. The Smite is
100%.
all about aggression. The aggressive team wins unless they are aggressed stupidly.
Yeah.
Every
Against
time.
Kins, if you take a step back, they will take 2 steps forward.
Yeah,
And
you
this
need
is
to go
exactly
right
what
at
they've been
them.
doing.
If you lose, you lose, because you're not going to win by playing passive against the Kins team. You just have to be very aggressive against them and try to collapse on their mistakes, which is what they do. They collapse on your mistakes, make sure you collapse on theirs.
Yeah. I think Qin-Kais, they are taking a very long time to kind of do things here. They probably could have gotten another siege in left, I believe. But you know, they've used the Fire Giant. They've got a lot of golden items from it. And then this next one, I don't believe it's going to be enhanced, but I think it'll definitely be a really, really good fight. Fafnir's still level 15. He's really going to struggle here.
And Fenrir is... You mean Fenrir level 15, yeah.
Fenrir, yeah, sorry.
And Fourth is level 17, like, F1's so underleveled on their team right now, on the Weiner Brigade.
It'd be interesting to get your thought on this. Do you even defend Fire Giant here? Or do you just hope for a good Phoenix Siege with that Emperor's armor?
I think they'd have to play it perfectly, honestly. They have chances to obscure with, like, the Foffle. But, I mean, getting just poked out like this and just caught out, it's, you know... I mean, they're going to have to go back and heal. It just sort of guarantees it. With Luxio as well, any poke they take, they can just sustain up. And, yeah, just like that. Alfie zoning 4 members of their team.
Wow.
And Vinny going in there, he just... yeah, like... I don't know. They just can't be fighting that unless they've got Fire Giant helping them out, but I just think, again, it's a bad call. Big Joe trying to make something happen, but, you know, not much he can do. Yeah, I think taking that engage there really just cost them the game. Interesting to see how they can shred Titan, though. A lot tankier. Frenzy pop, but they're focusing the members of Weiner Brigade. They do pick up Xenokit See no kill. Villager back up here,
Time
looking
is
for a big
off
Gebel.
now.
Nah.
I am falling to 25% here. I think this goes. Yeah, that's game.
Yeah, this game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
completely agree with what you said there. They either need to, let them pull the fire giant, take a bit of damage, and then take the fight, or just completely sit back, let them have it. What they did there, that 50-50 going in like 1-2 at a time, it doesn't really work. And, Kins, they're a good team. They're going to punish him for that. And that's exactly what they did.
I feel like Weiner Brigade don't have a leader. Like, I don't know if they have a good shot caller, and they don't really have like that one standout player. If you look at literally any other team, you got Spaced Out. You're looking at BMJ, Slay King. You're looking at Liner, right? You're looking at
That
you're
slaking
looking at-
guy. Ooh.
That guy sucks. You got this Kins team. They've got Morton. They've got Alfie. They've got Red Purple. And then you look at just built different. They've
us.
got Mystic Megatron. They've got Idorsy. And then you look at what Benadryl. They've got they haven't got
Cat
much.
Monster. We've got Cat Monster.
They've got Benadryl Barry. You've got
Marsh. Marsh is ours.
he's alright. You've got Golden as well.
He's so handsome.
And then
Yeah.
is there the other? What's the other team? There is another team, right?
Protectors
Protectors
of the
GSL. They've got Alyssa. They've got who's the other
Ghost
one?
Rider
Don's Gamer.
62. Ghost Rider 62.
And then you just look at this Weiner Brigade squad. Who have they got really? Big Joe could become pretty good. He's definitely got potential based off that game. If he builds a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like, who have they really got? And they keep changing roles every week. I've seen Lag play support, carry, and jungle, and
Yeah.
they need to like really tone down on their roles and have a shot core.
I've just received insider information that the Fenrir, his one kill was on 3 FPS, which might explain why he didn't want to take the early game fights and kind of like push that early aggression that he can get off that god. Because I do believe he was the one that DC'd as well on one of the pauses.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes you get PC diff. Unfortunately, we haven't picked up that Alienware sponsorship as well, so it's going to be really rough. For
Coming
Europe
soon.
Yeah,
players.
where this?
Coming soon.
Shit. Anyway, if you do want to sponsor a league, I'd really appreciate it. I'm poor. Qin-Kais won that. Insane. And,
MVP. Who's the MVP for this game?
the MVP, that's a good question, honestly. I couldn't tell you.
In my eyes, I
Red,
think it was the
purple, blue, maybe.
Mercury.
Oh, we actually going to have to give it him again.
I want to
The
give it to Red,
amount
Purple,
of...
Blue. Look at that kill participation by Red, Purple, Blue.
Oh,
I
true.
know.
It's the
I
same
just
as
think
Morton,
Morton has the same KP though.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
like support having high kill participation.
we all love a good support, but I think the amount of early invades he managed to secure by himself with his
Yeah.
team, that level lead throughout the whole game, always outputting way more damage than this. 2.4k on the Fenrir. And yeah,
Yikes.
identifying, there's a couple of times identifying that they had no beads, looking for that pick before those objectives. He played really, really cleanly. I mean, the whole of Kins played well as a collective, but in my eyes, it was the Mercury that stood out.
Well, 1,000 fewer points won by anyone that voted Qin-Kais, which is everyone that voted.
Wow.
How delayed is this stream? Wow, this stream is very delayed. Did this dude really did that? Alright. I don't even know how I don't know the camera quality right now. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Here we go.
I had Ashes redeemed too as well.
What? True. Mwah.
It might be a snog at this point.
I'll give it a snog. There you
Oh
go.
god, that was horrible to hear. ASMR.
If you go for a fourth, I'll give it tongue next time.
Oh dear. We might have to disable viewer points, I guess, before we get twist
Maybe nerf
banned.
the face cam case. Up the
Oh.
cost.
Yeah, and coming soon in the next patch.
Yeah.
You see my dusty ass computer tower at the start of it as well.
And your interesting quality webcam.
It's good.
Yeah, I saw a few pieces of Lego there or something. Oh,
That
pins.
is pins.
Oh,
I hope they don't fall into the tower. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah, might get a few holes in your GPU.
Mate, when I got that GPU, it has like a cover on it, and I thought that you take the cover off. I thought it was a protective thing. I literally work with computers like every day, and for some
Yeah.
reason I thought it was like a protective thing, and I pull it off, and I just pull it off, and I just see a bunch of thermal paste, and I'm like, oh, this is meant to be on the GPU.
Oh wow.
This is part of the GPU.
Wait, you have thermal paste on your GPU?
Yeah, I think GPU does well. Any
Oh.
high-end GPU, I would assume.
Alright.
I was just like, oh, I need to reassemble this GPU now. That's fun. 3 FPS. Is Basecamp kisses against Twitch TOS? I guess I'll find out in the upcoming weeks. But we'll go into a break for now whilst we wait for this next game as a good first game. I'll be right back. We won't be back. I'm lying.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the
Yo, shut the fuck up, Dave the Brave. Okay, it's a good song. Don't care if the game sucks.
Oh.
Okay, it's fine. All right, we're back into the Glass White League. Going into this game 2. We've got the Weiner Brigade 1-0 down to the Qin-Kais. The Qin-Kais, just Qin-Kais. Matt can suck my brick. Mercury band coming out. Jin-Wei band coming out. And a Tsukiyomi band coming out.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to choose here.
Yeah, I wonder what they will select in the cast.
Oh, this is horrible.
I wonder. Who would they ban out as well? Can't Lee get banned out by Qin-Kais, which is interesting to see.
Yeah, that's twice now. I don't think Kali's worthy of a ban, to be honest. She's a good jungler, but I think there's definitely some better bans. The Mercury is banned here, not surprised. If you can play it well early game, then yeah.
Yeah, and we're seeing a jungle sub. Well, I say jungle sub, but I don't know where he'll be actually. Finny DMD won't be jungle because he won't be playing. And we have Brex in here now subbing in, so it's probably giving another roster shake-up, so it'll be interesting to see who plays where.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a straight jungle swap for us.
I don't think it will be.
It's never that easy, is it?
No.
What gods do you think Morton might look to choose this game now that Mercury's been banned away? I think he does love crit, so he might opt for like the Naja, for example.
That would be a pretty good selection.
Yeah, he does love crit so much. Cleo is open for some reason. Interesting. I assume Big Joe will play that in solo lane.
That's very interesting. He opted to ban an Izanami. Qin-Kais did. It's very interesting.
I mean, she kills waves quick, to be fair, but I wouldn't say she's the best hunter with kin size. So I don't know. She's definitely got her like good aspects in this meta, but at the same time, I think she doesn't use the meta build as well as someone like, Jingwei, for example, who is probably the best character in the game right now.
Yeah.
Layla. Oh, sorry, you go.
More on the roster for Weiner Brigade. I believe Brex is an ADC main based on these former sponsors, so it's probably gonna be like a Lagger source in the jungle. I would assume, honestly.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think Lager got a bit frustrated in the duel lane just with those constant invades. Maybe wants to kind of make some invades of his own.
Yeah, these tier lists are annoying to make. I have a guy play jungle one week and I have to put in new, and then he'll play ADC and I have to put in new, and then he goes to play jungle again. It's like, cool, he's still new.
I wonder if locked roles could be a thing.
That would be unhealthy as hell for
Nemesis.
how unstable these teams are.
Nemesis is an interesting pick, given what Morton what he's tend to said he likes and would like to pick in games. It's interesting.
Maybe someone's a coward. I don't know.
Yeah, I smell a bit of cowardness as well. Honestly,
Yeah. I think. Logically, I think with the way the Weiner Brigade were playing, kind of that one-in style, they were able to punish it. They're going to be able to do it even more with that Nemesis, just all whoever's out of position sort of thing, and collapse on them. I think it's a really good pick.
Something's really wrong with
I
my
said
pick
pick.
ban right now.
Oh,
I think it's been 2 minutes.
You're done.
I think it's been 2 minutes.
Casking days are over.
I think it's been 2 minutes. I'm sure you're fine.
I said lick.
Yeah, you said brick.
You guys misheard me.
Wait, think about this. We have seen Nemesis solo sometimes in comp, like for highest levels, like solo or troll playing it. What if it's It could well be a Nemesis solo. Wow. I suggested Nausea to as a potential pick earlier. I'm just so
Yeah.
wise in predicting it.
I
don't
just
know
don't know how you
Oh,
did it. Yeah.
120 gods. You nailed
Honestly,
it
my draft analysis game has really reached a peak lately.
for sure.
I think we need to send this off to the SPL. Get yourself a little interview there.
Oh, honestly, I'd fit in
Especially
there
after
as
that.
well.
You just
I
know
just
these team
knew it
costs
had
too
happened.
much.
I
You saw the
knew it.
Chernobog, you were like, man, an Asia would be an awesome selection here.
Yeah. Well, not everyone can be as wise as me. Be interesting to see what they pick in return. Geb's still open, which could be pretty decent into the nausea if they've got pretty good reaction, I guess. Would be the best way of putting it.
Yeah. Banned out Heba as well. I think it's quite good into Nemesis, to be fair.
I feel like this is just going to be an Apollo jungle, no?
Probably so. Would like to see.
Oh.
That would be interesting. I have practiced that a few
Yeah,
times in games
it's kind of OP,
pre-patch,
honestly.
and it felt pretty nice. Hits the
Ymir.
tech right, you go no starter item, tier 2 Audibo. That's
I don't know
the
about
tech.
that. Okay. Personally, I go into like
Bro, I
a
suggested Geb
mannequin's
as well.
trance. I don't
My
know.
goodness.
You just know the smite. You
I'm
just know
all
your
knowing. The biggest brain in LD.
Doubt.
The glass ceiling is not very high on that one. But yeah.
I think this Ymir pick's really good here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 people that don't have leaps or, red, purple, blue here. I think he's gonna have a good game.
I'm honestly not too sure about the Scylla pick though. I think Scylla has her games like if you get good setup comps for Scylla, which just enable her to confirm a damage, which sometimes can be hard to hit or confirm. I think she can do really well. The issue with Scylla is that her really horrendous early game clear has just got even worse with
Yeah.
the latest patch. And I just don't think there's much for her to play off here on the enemy team. Poseidon on the other side. Oh, never mind. I've been trolled. It's Baba Yaga. I think I would have liked the Poseidon a lot more,
Yeah,
honestly.
me too.
It's
Yaga does get better in this patch because the game always goes to late, and Baba Yaga's quite insane in the late game. So it's not a bad pick.
I think whilst they do have a Gebo, which can sort of limit Poseidon's ability to just blow someone up, I think it really suits the way that Qin-Kais play, honestly. They look to snowball games, they look to just burst targets down, pick them off. And Poseidon's really good for that. Like scrappy games, which this set has been so far, I think Poseidon's a really good pick for that, and I'm interested to see why they didn't opt for it, honestly.
Yeah, I think it would have been a really good pick. Four dashes there would have been able to lock people down. On the side of Weiner Brigade, though, I think if they're able to hold off, past 10-15 minutes as that Scylla starts to level up, those Geb ultimates are going to be, really good setup for those Scylla Crushers, and I'm a monster. So he's going to really start chunking. So might be interesting to see if they manage to get there.
I think the main thing what the team of Weiner Brigade though would need is those birds beads burn. Sorry, but I think the rest of the team just really like CC.
No one wants to dicks on this game. No one wants viewpoints.
Oh, me.
Oh,
How do you predict?
I have to redo it.
I only have 20 channel points.
I'm gonna read through it real quick.
predicted.
Prediction. There we go. Boom. Give it a nice 2 minutes. Why not? There you go. Make sure you predict on the game. Get your few points and maybe lose them.
I only have 20 because I redeemed IRL word ban.
Can I spend all my viewer points?
You can. I don't know why you're doing it by 20s, but
How'd you increase the amount? I'm just sat here spamming my mouse. I don't know if you can hear it.
yeah, I hear it. Oh, yeah. That's real quick. Oh. Wait, no, it's not 1-0 to Weiner Brigade. That's not right.
Wow, all votes from chat favouring Qin-Kais. They really did come out strong the last game. Another thing I've noticed as well, which I'd be interested to play around, is how well this Yume can really block targets off for Baba Yaga to constantly apply the burn damage from her ult. I think most of their team can escape the burn damage pretty well, but a good Yume wall can just confirm that damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this Shinbe pick is a nasty pick into this comp.
Yeah, I think the thing that Ymir has to worry about is really getting caught out of position, but they don't really have much displacement side of Weiner Brigade. I think that's Ymir's like weak factor. If he gets displaced and like his just lack of mobility, like free abilities where he self roots, he can just get caught out and blown up. But I think Weiner Brigade have really looked like a scrappy team. What really don't seem to focus like specific targets. I think, I think both teams are scrappy, but I think a team where there's clear shot calling and like clear cohesion, I think Yume can get picked off like really easily. But I just think Yume this game will just have such a free game, just running around walling people. Based off the last set, I think he'll have quite an easy time of it. It's all about how effective these walls are.
Yeah, compared to the Fafnir, I think he could be a lot more aggressive here on the Ymir pick. Going back to your point of isolating targets, like picking them off, the Nijar's quite good at that. But there's not much burst for when they come down, so she might have to just kind of one-shot them in the air, build that crit as you mentioned.
And Morton is a big fan of crit. He does love like big numbers. Be interesting to see which target. It'd be interesting to see which target he actually takes out up into the air. He might opt for Geb, getting rid of that Geb shield, allowing the rest of his team to just dive, or it might just look to blow up like one of the carries, maybe.
Yeah, we might even see him camps this Cleo on Big Joe here if he doesn't go for the beads, because that would always be a free ultimate, I guess.
Yeah, Cleo hasn't really opted to go a relic here, so we're not too set on what they want to get. Hopefully, I would assume Cleo would want beads, and she's not really a blink character, I'd say. I feel like maybe Aegis would be nice as well.
Yeah, so we've got Alfie01, Big Joe holding the solo lane on the Cleaner and Nemesis pick. We got Pickle playing Neja and Lagosaurus Rex on the Apollo. In the jungle, in the mid lane, it will be Cisco on the Scylla, Luxor Gaming on the Baba Yaga. In the support role, Villager Gimpy, or Gimple, I don't know, on the Geb, and Red Purple Blue on the Ymir. And then finally, Brex on the Charybdis, and later on the Chernobog to fill out the ADC role. Let's see how this game goes.
Weiner Brigade. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say it'd be interesting to see how Lag pilots this Apollo. We've only seen one person play Apollo jungle so far this season, and it was Morton. And he had an okay performance, relatively quiet for Morton standards, I'd say. But I think with ADCs being so strong, he could get some value from it. I just think the issue with going Eye of the Jungle is looks like he's going into trans, is that you can't get those core items that an ADC would typically go. I think the ADC build is relatively set. Like every game you're going to go these items. I think in jungle, cost of your starter item, and Apollo needing that mana for these long ultimates, he's going to have a really tough time of doing some of the damage outputs that the other two ADCs will do.
Alfie01 gonna be in trouble here. Doesn't opt to go for the kill.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Snowy? Sorry, before I rudely interrupted you.
I was just gonna say Weiner Brigade were doing the same start as Qin-Kais here, where they go from red to speed to XP camps.
A standard case of copying.
Yeah. Maybe they have a spy amongst the ranks.
Who gets solo kill here?
Ooh.
Alfie soloed.
Alfie getting solo play for the first time. Also,
Yeah, that's
maybe.
not like Alfie, honestly. He's been such a strong laner this season so far.
Maybe the
Yeah.
first time he's been soloed in the season, not including the prospect. He got soloed plenty of times there. Names from at the top. Joe Mama, bro.
I've been informed that the names are. Oh, you're changing it.
Live on stream, baby.
Production quality is only the best. Only the
Of course,
finest.
it's gonna fuck with the hard, and it's because high-res are really good at making things. There we go. Only the best. I'll clip it out, it's fine.
Yeah, that never happened.
No one will ever know.
Anyone mentions it, banned. Banned!
Yeah, you can't take part in any games anymore. You're done.
You're just removed from history. It's like you never
You're a blank
signed up.
space.
Edit you out on all the family pictures. All of them. That is I can't say that's a threat. I can't say that.
Uh-oh. Twitch gonna come in, ruin your career. No sponsorship with Alienware now. You're done.
But I can say an alien more or less. I can say that.
You're telling me an alien wore this? Thanks.
Actually.
Any interesting builds this game?
Okay, the state of the brave guy. Getting real brave in the chat, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
He's getting real brave.
I'd watch him. I'd watch it, Dave. You know.
Yeah, your name
He's
may
only
be
so
Dave,
much-
but you ain't safe.
Dave is an intimidating name.
It is.
He
Villager
doesn't.
looking like he's gonna go down here. Good kill there from Layla.
Yeah,
Just
that's slow from the Ymir, really just crippling him down there.
Well, speaking of Daves, we'll be seeing Daves versus Hell's Minions shortly after this game. If it ends before half an hour. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
solo
In the
kill.
mid lane in
Oh, never mind.
9.5.
Pickle was there. Pickle was there. I'm lying.
Yeah, I think he used the ultimate there, got him up in the air, and nice, easy secure.
Yeah. Of course,
did
Morton's not going to be happy until the big numbers start coming in when he gets that Deathbringer online. But you know,
Oh yes,
I'm sure he
That
won't
was-
be too disappointed.
Agasaurus is here on the dual side here. Layla could be in huge trouble. Huge.
very good ultimate.
Rex ultimate. Rivdus ultimate.
Red, purple, blue might go down here as well. Ymir not the most mobile. Villager coming around the back. Can he get a good knock up? No. Good
Yeah,
path in there
I think
by
he
Red,
lives there.
purple.
That was such a good ultimate from Brex to avoid the Ymir freeze there.
Meanwhile, Morton Pickle was trying to evade Big Joe's blue buff. She didn't get it. It will be on the back camps of Agasaurus.
Might go to the speed buff, will he? Oh no.
No.
Still
Inshallah.
smart on
No,
time.
go back!
It's-
No!
He doesn't
a
have the
ward.
timer.
Oh,
He
That's
has the
so
ward there
unfortunate.
though, so he
just
might
ward
see it.
it.
He did ward it, but he has the timers now.
Oh, pickle.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
It's okay, Dave. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Although
you're
I
so
will-
handsome, Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, he's a nice guy deep down.
Can we give him VIP?
Ooh, maybe. If he keeps it up.
Oh,
Looks going in on
goes
the
into
kill.
The Baba house mode. Can't really get it.
House mode.
The glowing yellow mode is how I like to call it.
Of course.
The spitter.
Yeah, did almost pick up the kill, but Geb did have the rollout available there.
There you go. I've got the name now. Home Sweet Home. That's the one.
That's an interesting. Yeah.
That's the ultimate name.
That was what is going on there. Oh,
Little
Brex
bit
is
of
like,
lag.
oh,
Ping
wow.
Diff Copium.
Like Charybdis escape just What is going on?
What's happening?
Pickle's gonna go
low.
down. No, don't get stuff hitting auto.
Please, just one of you. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that kill shouldn't have been dropped.
Dukes there do mean that Lager is able to go down.
Yeah.
Managed to buy so much time there. Wow.
Thank God Morton didn't have the nausea bug from last patch, or else his juking shoes, you know, would have been rough. But you know, still quite good there from Pickle just to get that kill onto Lag by his juking, and his team being able to follow up.
Like controlling that kill very hard. But thankfully, Senesco was there to pick up the pieces.
It's the nausea pick, honestly. I knew this would happen. It's why I suggested it. And, you know, movement speed. Oh, Big Joe. Bit short on the clear ults there.
Almost.
Geb rolling out, rock mode. And he's just gonna roll into his lane.
Ymir has pushed up a lot here. Gonna take the safe rotation out. Back to red
Big
buff.
Joe's in big trouble and doesn't have enough health to go into the wall and goes down.
That's so unfortunate. I think the animation started and
Yeah.
he just took too much
Entered that
damage.
threshold, yeah.
Why have I got so many messages?
Despite that kill though, they didn't invade anything, or at least try to. Obviously the XP counts are down, but they could have at least got the timers for them. You have Scorpion and the Harpy on the right. Just not really knowing how to push their lead there.
What the?
Okay.
Jeff said I want to climb this wall.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Geb now has a leap.
Kev's new leap, his new passive, he can walk over walls.
That'd be awesome. He just rolls over the wall.
Exactly, that would be really
He's
cool.
joining his rock brethren.
Wow.
He is now rock.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Kind of like my teammates whenever they play Gibbs. They just become part of the map.
Are you
Also.
saying they're bad?
No, I'm just saying they become part of the map. You know?
They exist on Smite game. He is rolling about. He's looking to do things for sure.
He's put
It'd
himself
be interesting to see average like distance traveled. I think this Geb.
Oh, he's all over.
Mr. World Ride. Well, quite literally, he is God of Earth or whatever.
Yeah, Kin's looking to invade the Scorpion here. Big Manjiro will rotate to it as well, but that's just an easy secure and disengage. Getting that slight little lead, adding to the gold bank there.
Interesting here. Luxia opting to go for a Hide of the Urchin. Haven't seen that item in God knows how long.
Big Manjiro will get all the very nice beads there.
It's lovely
Yeah.
use of the relics there.
Good reaction time to avoid that ultimate. Pretty sure he was dead if he got knocked up.
Now here's the thing that I don't know. Does Baba's passive stack Hide of the Urchin?
It does, but it's not like instant. So like it consumes a lot of stacks to get one stack on hide. I noticed as well Scylla's copied and gone Warlock stuff as well. I absolutely hate that.
Yeah.
Scylla's early
Yeah.
game is so poor that
I would have
cannot
loved to
afford
seen a Book of Thoth, Book of Dead. I feel like Book of Thoth and Book of Dead are going to make a comeback in this patch. And I would love to see that on the Scylla, honestly.
I never love to see Book of the
Like
Dead.
walled in, beautiful wall, has to ult out.
He's gone chariot mode. Can't really drop on anyone though.
I don't know, I think
Might
he had
not-
his
Yeah.
I think he had his Weetabix this morning. Got a lot of energy.
Yeah. Oh, he might go on the Chernobog. No, just gonna do purple buff. Purple buff really felt that one.
Yeah.
Full purple buff.
I think with Brex being low, that wasn't a bad decision,
Yeah.
because I think Layla would have definitely looked to invade that, just
Wow.
getting the secure. But he does go back in, has to use the beads, and I think he lives there.
Apparently, I said Big Man Joe. Because for some reason, I had Big Man Jesus in my head. It's just cursed.
How can you not? What a man.
What a handsome man. I think it's because I'm traumatized still after that Raven game.
Yeah, I
You
love
gifted
Big
that
Man
man a
Jesus.
pentakill. You definitely have something for him.
Oh, I felt charitable.
Yeah.
Well, Benadryl Barry felt charitable anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
Xena's
looks like-
skull's gonna fall her.
Yeah.
Good sash.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Gold lead isn't too bad actually. Only a 1k gold lead. I think they had double the gold lead at this point of the game last game just from their farming. So Weiner Brigade either doing a better job securing buffs or just a better job farming in general, which is it's a good sign honestly. I think their team does scale pretty well late game as well. With Charybdis, Scylla, and Geb.
That purple blue said, I don't like you. And Greetings villager. A few love taps.
I would have loved to have seen a Stone and Binding on Red, Purple, Blue. He's got so many freezes off this game and so many like good initiations. I think we would have got a lot of use out of it. Gauntlet of Thieves, not a bad pickup at all. It's always been.
It's been like standard
yeah.
for the last 3 years. So,
Yeah, it's just a staple
ever
to
since
what
I
I'm.
played Smite, honestly.
Brigade Lowhead does have the shield.
He's
Nice
He's
roll.
going in.
Alfie can't really follow up there. I think that was a bit.
big show might go
risky.
down. He does go down with late mass by land.
Cool. Is he in
Good
sash
bait then
range?
from Alfie,
Wow.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
missed a
Alfie
few
got away with
abilities
that.
and that made Alfie get away, to be honest. That's
Geb just rolling on over to his green buff. Still keeping that distance travelled really high.
I think
He's
I-
playing the numbers.
if it was intentional, I think that was a really good play from Alfie. Forced the dash onto him and then ulted to slow the Cleodna so she couldn't get any autos in.
a fat finger. that
Looks to
sits
go
there.
in the home sweet home. Might get it. Good use of the over. Good tower dive as well, actually. You know, tower's scary this patch. Pickle dashing in.
Devil.
Looks like not. Yeah, nothing gonna come further from that.
I do suppose he's got the 2-level lead. He does have Hide of the Urchin. I think scare diving towers with that health shield from his ult as well. Not looking too scary for him.
Might look for a 1v1 here in the ADC lane. Ooh, who's coming out on top? Brett's low. Hit the autos,
Oh
please.
no,
Oh,
that's
no.
the poor Charybdis ult. You're standing duck if you don't hit the ultimate.
Yeah. Layla didn't need to beads as well. I think misplays from both of them, honestly. But Layla coming
Yeah.
out on top. Big Joe just gonna leave. Not really much you can. Ooh, they're collapsing onto him, but I don't think they can dive that.
Bit of a closer game so far in this game 2.
Big Joe's build is interesting as well. He's
Uh,
probably gonna overcap on 2 items without passives.
Looking at Alfie's with the Toxic Blade.
I mean, why not?
I think he's just looking to win the 1v1 again. I think he's a big fan of going these anti-heal items to.
I think I prefer Brawlers on the O&M, but it works too as well.
I think
That's
again
effective.
just because of the auto cancels, honestly. But I like it for the health. You know, he's gonna go into Akins probably, so the extra attack speed's always nice. It's not too bad. We were on about a lead 5 minutes ago, only being 1k. It's now gone up to almost 5k, just from a few picks. Yeah, look at that graph. It's just, it was pretty level, and over the last 5 minutes, it's just
The enemy has
basically
fully
just
powered
been
their
a
obelisk.
landslide
Your team has
to
fully powered the
Qin-Kais.
obelisk.
No objectives have come from it though yet. I think that's mainly down to Qin-Kais comp just being a lot less effective around objectives, the left side of the map specifically, this game.
Yeah, I think we might look to see some objectives now, though. They're getting their wards in, grouping up. This could be a potential goal fury here.
Yeah, Alfie always has great rotations in these games, and Nemesis can be good around these objectives.
I think with Apollo and right, they'll definitely look for her.
Yeah, interesting that they're taking their time.
Yeah.
Surprised they're not pushing the trebuchets actually in case of these
This
to help.
DPS by Laylos is insane.
My goodness. I honestly think Chernobog will be such a strong god this patch. Might look to get Villager here. It's under his tower. Good sash there from Morton. Good stun by the Ymir. Luxia over the wall. Layla picks up the kill. Good job there. Across the team, really good CC
This is
chains.
what Kins do best. They group up and dive on you, and your team needs to be rotating around that.
Yeah, I mean, the level of their communication with the CC chain they did there, I mean, it's perfect, honestly.
Like clockwork.
As I was saying about Chernobog though, in a similar manner to Jingwei, I think he has that stim for the Silver Branch. He's decent with crit, he's good with kins. I think Chernobog will see a massive rise this patch. Nowhere near the level of potency of Jingwei, because Jingwei gets them stim the crit buffs as well, with her too. But I think Chernobog will be a real contender. Has some pretty good lane matchups, and his global presence is like can't be unnoticed.
Yeah, I think obviously, yeah, Jingwei definitely got that crit steroid, but with the global ultimate from Layla, kind of like that trade-off, he hasn't been using it much for the global rotations this game. Just kind of outboxing Brex here. You know, 4-1, 3-level lead, but I would like to see him push this left lane really hard, and then use the ultimate to kind of rotate to that team fight.
Yeah, with where he is in his build, he's just gonna shred Fire Giant. Haven't got Frenzy on the side. Big Joe low here.
Also
Good.
beads as well.
Good universal ring toss there.
Good shield by Alfie there on the back as well to take less damage from that Silla Crush. Oh, why Sipsap? Why?
What's he done now? Oh, Zip Zap.
Well,
My least favorite teammate now.
Oh.
if Archie Baker's in the chat, let me know because I owe you a kiss. I'm actually taken by Qin-Kais in the background there as well.
Gold lead gone up to about 8k now for Qin-Kais. That's
Love
rough.
gold.
XP lead 14,000 as well.
That's a lot of toxic blades.
Yeah, that's how many toxic blades? About 3.5.
Oh.
So the force to beast has used the dash. Oh no!
Baba Yaga, a good wall! What a good wall there from red, purple, blue. Not close enough. I think Geb's shield really helped Scylla just live there.
I think he went for the freeze before she dashed. If he just waited by her dash, he was guaranteed to die there.
Where it's like going, I don't know, but they are in huge trouble now, and that's going to be a good pick for Weiner.
Uncharacteristic of Layla. Really caught out of position there. I think positioning's been really good all set, but you know, just caught out there. And I think shutdown given as well.
Yeah.
It's not optimal.
Maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves here, Kins, and with 7k gold lead, I can see how that can happen. But this game can easily turn around, and if it does, this Scylla, she's level 16, 3 items online, potentially getting that 4th item on, she's going to start to hurt a little bit.
Alfie's going to run into a team of Weiner Brigades, and are they
Yeah,
going to
I
punish
don't
Alfie? He's
like
going to
this.
dash in, and the ultimate good wall
Good
by Red
wall!
Purple Blue.
Wall.
My goodness, red, purple, blue has been on point with these walls all set.
Lag
all
going
game.
in for the Apollo wall
Lag
from the
wants it.
I
skies.
like to see it, but is it going to work out? He's not going to do
Alfie
it.
does
No
have his
balls.
dash up.
No balls on the set. No set of balls on the Lagasos. No.
One thing I'd like to mention as well is that Qin-Kais can't afford to be sloppy around time to do these objectives. An Apollo, a Kleedner, and a Charybdis on the side of Weiner Brigade, their objective burn is going to be insane. They haven't opted for the Frenzy though yet. Geb hasn't picked up a second relic. Should look for that, honestly. It'll really help with just like smoking like objectives away from just sneaking them away from Qin-Kais. Good objective secure as well with Scylla. Definitely outsecures Baba Yaga. I think they should really just look to try and sneak objectives and burn them quickly. I think that's their entry point back into the game at this stage and where the builds are at.
Yeah, I think in order to do that, they definitely have to get their ward game up. Right now, they've just come out of base. They only have 1 ward in their arsenal.
Yeah, it's wards win games.
Trouble here. Oh god. I guess it cancelled it. I don't think that was a bug.
Yeah, I'm confused as to why they're not just pulling Fire Giant. Like, you have the gold lead, you have the items, as well as the levels, which are slowly going to start to fade away. This is your time to, take the opportunity, get those towers down.
They're
down.
probably looking towards this Gulf view right now.
Yeah.
Which is right here, not a good spot, but should be fine for the most part if he doesn't turn around. Just keeps walking away, perhaps he'll be fine. But I don't know. Yeah, he should be fine.
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Yeah, Gold Fury just given away, really. I mean, I think at this point of the game, they really should just go for something ambitious. They've got so much objective like Shred. If they see him on gold, why not just at least like attempt fire? I mean, it's something with the deficit in gold that they've got. They just need to go for anything they can at this point, honestly. Especially in levels as well. Like every member apart from Geb, or not Geb, sorry, every member apart from Ymir on the side of Qin-Kais 20, whereas only the Kleedner on the side of Weiner Brigade's 20.
Your team has fully powered the obelisk.
You really need to start being proactive on the map.
Yeah, I'm seeing 10% cooldown from both the mid laners.
Like that.
As a mid laner myself, I like to have at least 20%, if not, 30, 40. But I guess they're just trying to, do as much damage as possible in one rotation.
I think while it's fair to argue that Flat Pen isn't as good anymore, I think Deso is still valuable to pick up for a passive.
100%.
Going in on Big Joe then, can't really get anything from it. Paru definitely going to go the way of Qin-Kais.
Destroyed the
Who's got Deso?
Sorry?
Who's got Deso?
No, just on about cooldown. We're on about cooldown.
Oh, okay.
Because both of them have only got 10%,
Yeah.
which is...
I think they're both looking to an off shard as well.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to Luxia's build, I just don't really understand the height of the Urchins at that point into the game. I don't think Luxia has been dove at all, really. I think Luxia's just been able to free cast all game. I'm not really sure why he's gone the height of the Urchin.
I mean, it makes him even more of a nuisance than he will be on this Baba Yaga pick.
I think it allows him to tower dive, if anything.
Yeah, tower diving, we have lag in the right left lane right now. Split pushing, but Fitch is going the wrong way for safety.
Good Ymir wall. Red,
Yeah.
purple, blue has been absolutely incredible on this Ymir this game. Pickle into the air. He was low there. Yeah, big Joker go down.
Like still here, but they seem to be able to offer match, I don't think.
Yeah, a little too late. He goes in.
Very trolled by lag, and he's
Oh.
get away with it.
Manages to survive. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe go left lane there, get that left tower. I was just looking at my watch, looking around. Kids are taking their time with these fire giant fights. Like they could have had this a long time ago. They've still got 3 tier 2 towers up, and you know, Charybdis level 20, Scylla level 19. They're gonna start catching up. This isn't the end of the world for Weiner Brigade. Yeah, they have just got fire giant.
I really think now that Qin-Kais need to look to push their trebuchets. I think they've been sat there all game, honestly. Push the trebuchets, allow the duo side one to split push, and just go down left and force out 4v5. I mean, someone has to deal with the trebuchet. And once that 4v5 like opportunity arises, like they should really just look to take it. I think the fact that they have an Apollo to split push and deal with it and then rotate across is a major benefit for them. But again, it's going to be super hard. They'll need to form it like perfectly, honestly, to have any chance of winning. Like the deficit is just way too big.
Yeah, having just said that, they have just pushed the 2 trebuchets up. Probably going to look to get these towers down. Oh,
Interesting ultimate.
Charybdis, oh,
perhaps a little bit of a misclick there.
Maybe Kings didn't see it.
Looks like Morton is going to split push with the trebuchet. Meanwhile, it looks like the rest of the members of the game are just going to group around left and mid. Interesting. Layla's just got that tower for free, just uncontested on her own. Interesting that they didn't choose to punish it there. And it looks
Yeah.
like we're grouping his solo side now.
I think they probably go for the tier 2 here. I would back if I was in Qin-Kais' position. You know, you have a lot of gold. You still have a lot of time on Fire Giant. Probably looking at 1.5 to 2 minutes. Having said that, they do look to siege. Just going to back off after taking a little bit of poke.
I'd like to point out as well that the Kleedner one, whilst they were in the wall, did almost nothing. Whoa, Big Joe low!
Really good ultimate
That,
Pickle there.
Windfire wheels.
Yeah, before Soul.
Layla ages down. Red, purple, blue poked out as well. Red, purple, blue super low. Xeno still
Yeah,
low on the Scylla.
Chase to the fountain there.
Cannot connect the I'm a monster. And Charybdis couldn't really connect with the more hungers there as well. Phoenix goes down. Looks like they're gonna back off. Nemesis in dual lane as well. That Phoenix, good split push there. Yeah, really good map play there. Trebuchet's continuing to push into. Can someone
to the
please
side.
see the Trebuchet? Light source Rex low here. I just.
Yeah, Alfie managing to chase that. Ring slow was just way too much to deal with.
I feel like they should have dealt with the trebuchet a bit earlier. Like, someone had to go back and kill it, and they just allowed them an easy 5v4 on the Phoenix. All
Yeah.
the Phoenixes are down now.
I
Like,
think it did a fair bit of damage to the Phoenix as well.
yeah, it did. It honestly did. Maybe it's OP all along. Red, purple, blues pulled up from 5. Good wall.
Really good wall.
Your Titan is under attack.
Still a
be a game. Right by Mountain.
I really just want them to end. Like they're all dying. Stop trying to kill them. End the
Yeah,
game.
I think they're trying to pad their stats a little bit, try and get that player damage up. Really stab the knife into the wound a little bit further.
Big Joe low hit. Apollo ult coming in. Luxia just takes no damage. The more hungers connects onto red, purple, blue.
Layla absolutely shredding Lagares.
Oh,
Layla
kids need
will
to be
fall down
careful
there.
here because
They've thrown it. Not gonna lie. Minions doing a fair chunk, but yeah, I think they were just a bit too greedy. Trying to get
someone needs a
kills.
back. Someone.
Someone please
Someone.
back.
They send no
Oh, there's
communication.
another wave coming
Why
in.
are they not
Alfie
doing
has
this?
back.
What are they
Please,
doing?
No.
What
What
are
are
they
they doing?
Not like
Ask
this.
game.
No, please.
What is
Oh
the
my
communication
goodness me.
in this team? Absolutely silicons.
God.
That is not good. That is
Wow.
in
What a way to end.
inshallah.
Nah, brother, that's Astaghfirullah.
That
Jeez.
has to be the most embarrassing way to go down in Smite.
That is, yeah, I don't know, man. That's just not it.
In a
It's-
game where there's 5 of you in a voice call, that cannot happen.
It's
Like,
competitive
it's so long,
Smite,
too.
not a ranked game. I think that's honestly,
I have to spectate this other game, man.
that's
Yeah.
just not it.
My MVP goes to the trebuchet.
Honestly, the minions. The minions
Oh
did
my goodness!
huge.
So we're getting to see Archie Baker.
Yeah, bro. Oh,
God, that guy's the goat.
I don't like that guy. He smells bad. Oh wait, he's a sub. Never mind. He's awesome. I love that guy.
Twitch chatter popping off, to say the least.
Top 10. That was ridiculous. What just happened? Wow. That's not a way. That's a way of securing the first spot in the knockout stages, I guess, in the first phase of the league. Easy 2-0 for Qin-Kais there, I guess. I would show off the knockout stage, but the graphic not done because I'm a troll.
MVP of that game definitely has to go to red, purple, blue. I don't think I saw a single bad Ymir wall.
That was my MVP of the set. That guy played very well in both games.
He gets Ymir on the list.
She gets you, mate. Is that what the keyboard sounds were?
No, that was me. Just taking some notes. And by notes, I mean I messaged Morton.
That even work? Okay, great. I just DM on Discord. Fine. Oh, bye, chair. I have a really messed up chair. You know, like those chairs that go back.
Yeah,
Well,
reclining ones.
yeah,
yes.
mine does that, but like it's not because it's a feature. It's because it's missing about 4 screws. It's not great.
That's not optimal.
I tell you, man. If you guys want to stay for the next set, you welcome to.
I'll probably dip.
Yeah.
I might have to go to the toilet real quick, but I'll see after that.
For sure, for sure.
I might just join you randomly halfway through.
No problemo. Minions.
But yeah, I just want to say, chat, you've been amazing. Apart from who's that guy? Dave the Brave. Yeah,
Dave the Brave.
smelly
he's-
guy. Smelly guy.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of a menace, honestly. I wouldn't trust him.
No, I play with him from time to time. He's a nice guy.
How
Just
dare
likes to insult me very often.
he.
I think the minions were MVP. So true. Qin-Kais